Have you ever not been able to get to sleep after playing a scary video game? Yeah, well, you can blame these guys. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most feared video game characters. For this list, we're focusing on singular characters with actual identities that constantly haunt or chase down the player, rather than multiple creature types. And, as usual, we're limiting this list to one per franchise. Number 10. Alma, F.E.A.R series. We've seen the creepy little girl anomaly done in plenty of mediums, but never have we witnessed it as brutal. Being victim to some very immoral experiments at an early age, Alma was believed to have since been deceased. Upon discovering her survival, the once troubled little girl adopted psychic abilities and released her bloody carnage on a whole Delta Squad unit. The complexities of her powers are yet to be fully understood, but her innate ability to bring victims into her sense of horror is all too recognizable. Number 9. Scissor Man, Clock Tower series. An antagonist that terrorizes the player with giant scissor shears is possibly as terrifying as it gets. The really scary thing about this character is his mysterious origin and identity. Each iteration of the game depicts Scissor Man as a deranged serial killer that receives a genuine pleasure from hacking his victims in two. Subsequent versions of the character are easily identifiable from his signature limp and blue overcoat. Helpful tip, just keep running and don't trip. Number 8. Freddy Fazbear, Five Nights at Freddy's series. Whoever liked animatronics as a kid anyway, Freddy is the main animatronic at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and during the day performs nice and friendly songs for all the children in attendance. What people don't actually know is that the singing animatronic is actually alive and roams the restaurant at night looking for any unsuspecting humans to stuff into a Freddy Fazbear suit before killing them. Freddy isn't the only deadly animatronic to look out for, but he also does come in an even more terrifying golden form, which will crash your game. Number 7. The Blinded Woman, Fatal Frame. Ghosts in general are scary. A frantic blind woman with blood streaming down her eye sockets takes horror to a new level, though. Due to her role in a sacrilegious ritual, this character had her eyes gouged out by a blinding mask.
My eyes!
In the afterlife, the woman has become a corrupted spirit who wanders the mansion in search for her eyes. Being blind, she can only react to sound, making your encounters with the ghost all the more mortifying, especially given the fact that she can teleport and appear right before you. Number 6. Shodan, System Shock 2.
How could you have done this?
This character was a manifest of one of man's biggest fears, a rogue AI.
Join me, human,
And we can move.
and we can move together.
Shodan was initially created to serve as the artificial intelligence of the Tri-Optimum Corporation's research and mining space station.
Imagine the powers
I can give to you.
human.
Once its protagonist hacks the programming and removes the AI's moral restraints, Shodan develops a heinous god complex and demonstrates its superiority by sending the whole space station into pandemonium.
You are no longer welcome here.
Shodan makes it her sole purpose to see the main character suffer through manipulating his variables and psyche.
Remember that it is my will that guided you here.
Number 5. S.A.X. Metroid Fusion. The intergalactic bounty hunter Samus has taken on all kinds of aliens and space pirates, but none has seemed as terrifying to her as her own copy. The S.A.X. was born from a parasite bonding to Samus's suit. Upon the suit's parts being surgically removed, it was able to transform into a complete copy of Samus's Varia suit. Just to aid with the creep factor, the person inside the suit is also a replicant of Samus, but with no visible pupils. Its menacing glare and daunting footsteps were enough to leave even Samus petrified. And we mean literally, since she has all the tricks and tools that you do, including the ability to freeze you in place. Number 4. Slender Man. Slender series. The antagonist of this game isn't the only feared character in the game, but remains one of the biggest urban legends on the internet today. The unsettling character ranges in shape and form, but is commonly signified by his black suit and tie, along with his freakishly tall and lanky demeanor. Armed with only a flashlight in the middle of the woods, players must evade contact with the Slender Man, as he doesn't simply attack his victims on sight, but stalks and maims them psychologically. Number 3. Xenomorph. Alien Isolation. One doesn't know fear until they're haunted by one of these creatures. The true horror of Alien is impressively replicated from the classic 1979 film, putting players in the shoes of Amanda Ripley, daughter of the Nostromo incident survivor, Ellen Ripley. The alien is extremely intelligent and actually evolves with the player's style of gameplay, making it all the more unpredictable. The space station's architecture makes it possible for it to navigate through the vents, allowing its ominous presence to follow and terrorize you wherever you go. Number 2. The Nemesis. Resident Evil 3, Nemesis. Run if you may, but Nemesis will find you and kill you. No Resident Evil foe was as fearsome as this bioorganic weapon. Mutated by the T-Virus, Nemesis' sole objective was to hunt down and to kill the members of the STARS, specifically the last one in Raccoon City, Jill Valentine.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
This behemoth is nearly impossible to kill, and even harder to hide from, as he was also given the ability to think and make rational decisions. Armed with a rocket launcher and regenerative capabilities, you'd have better chances taking on another army of zombies. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Get it out! Get it out!
I am assuming direct control.
Number 1. Pyramid Head. Silent Hill 2. Making its debut in Silent Hill's second installment, this iconic character has transcended as not just one of the antagonists, but as a physical representation of the player's deepest inhibitions. With its triangular helmet, pale skin, and menacingly long blade, Pyramid Head is truly an enigma. The monster is extremely violent and kills his victims on sight. Add to the fact that he's pretty much invincible, and you'll rue the day that you encountered this fiend. In short, it's easy to say that the most feared enemy in gaming is Pyramid Head. Do you agree with our list? Which video game character haunted your playing experience? For more awesome top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.